What's up, Sparks? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chris, and this is Sparkplug TV. Now, today I have the crunchiest audio possible because I don't have my microphone. It broke, and it was a piece of garbage, and this is what we're having to deal with today. Tried my AirPods, that was also really crunchy audio, so just gonna have to bear with me on today's video. Now here on Sparkplug TV, I do car reviews for the gays, the girlies, and everybody in between. And today I do have a special treat. I've never really done a classic car before. It's definitely a special one, especially because the 2022 Mercedes-Benz SL55 and the 2022 Mercedes-Benz SL63 just dropped. What better way to celebrate that than to do it with one of the originals, the 1977 450 SL. Now before I do start today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so you get updates on whenever I drop a new video. Picture it, it's 1977, Elvis has just died, Jimmy Carter is flopping, Anita Bryant is super cutely pied in the face, virgins are losing their shit over Carrie Fisher in Star Wars, and the 1977 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL is being featured on TV shows like Dallas, The $6 Million Man, and Wonder Woman. The Mercedes-Benz SL class has been the grand touring sports car that really just screams, "Hey mom, look, I made it!" And it's been the second longest Mercedes in production next to the G-Class. First produced in 1954, being one of my all-time favorite iterations, the 300 SL with its gull-wing doors. Fast forward to the third generation, the R107, manufactured from 1973 to 1980, brought us the first SL model fitted with a 4.5-liter 90-degree V8 with 222 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. This rear-wheel drive beast had a Bosch mechanical fuel injection system and single overhead cam with 16 valves for higher revs, equating to more horsepower. Other important numbers, and frankly kind of embarrassing by today's standards, are the 0 to 60 in 10.5 seconds, the 0 to 100 in 31 seconds, and a top speed of only 124 miles an hour thanks to a 3-speed automatic transmission. The third generation R107 in 1977 was originally $14,800, and by today's standards that's $67,000. A 2020 SL550 Grand Edition today tops out at around $123,000. But I mean, the SLs today are like much faster, they have way more tech and luxury, but you know, today this 450 SL can go for anywhere between $5,000 and $30,000 depending on the mileage, the condition, the original parts, all that good stuff. The 450 SL has a pretty low profile. It has a classic Mercedes-Benz look with the slotted grille, the 3-pointed star. Quick fun fact is that the European markets did have a singular headlight, but for the unique American standards, they did have to implement the headlamps and the high beams for the regulations. Of course, you do got your fog lights down here and then your turn signals right here. There's not much to the front end of the car. There's not really much to the whole design of the car in general, just because, you know, the 70s, you know, everything was kind of a box. Up until about the 90s when they became bulbous. Yeah, I mean, it's still a classic looking car. You still catch a lot of eyes rolling down the road. This model does have the chrome accented fenders. Each model does come with a soft top and you can get the hard top as well. The newer models obviously are all automatic, but this is a manual soft top that you do have to put down yourself. And I will now attempt to put it down for you. Now, in order to put it down, you do have to have this specialized Mercedes tool. I don't know, it probably came with the car originally. It looks a little rusted, but what you do is slot that in there, and then you go that way. And then same thing for over here. Make sure that that's down over there. Okay, and then once you got that, then you have to release. There is a latch in the back. Yep, there we go. And then you push that up a little bit. And pull this lever to release that, and then put it maybe I should have just left the top up, because this is not the most simple or efficient. Oh, that's not even right. Okay, wait. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. It's just that easy. Now again, there's really nothing to the back. It's just kind of a rectangle. You know, you do again have the silver accents on the bumper. And the only difference between the European and the American model is that you did have to put the third taillight on the back. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it's just as pretty boxy, and I mean, again, it's just more of the classical appeal. But this was considered very stylish back then, so. And it still holds its style today, for sure. Oh man, do I love this thing. The way that that door sounds, it sounds like a bank vault closing. It just sounds like money, honey.
Wealth. Rich. Are you rich?
The interior comes in like a myriad of colors. I've seen blue, I've seen black, I've seen this gray, I've seen tan. I like the black and the gray. I really would like the blue. I think the blue would look really stunning. There's something about the design language of the interior that just speaks to me, and it's just like pure Mercedes. I mean, if you look at the AMGs and the SLs today, I mean, you've still got the same vents. Like, yeah, they might have added a couple of like plastic pieces on the interior, but it's still relatively the same shape. It's still relatively the same turbine look to it, you know? It's got a VDO quartzite analog clock that literally ticks even when the car is off. You know, I've been doing a lot of cars with a lot of technology lately, and just to be in something that doesn't have this much technology is actually kind of refreshing. The window controls are down at the bottom as well as the hazard. I had to be told what this button was because it looked like an ejector button from like James Bond or something, or Austin Powers. But like I said, like the design language is still very synonymous to even like, you know, they harbored this turn signal stock and this cruise control stock were still present up until about like 2010 in the C classes. You know, I mean, like they were still confusing and they were still right here. I always get them confused for one another, like, and so I would be in cruise control and, you know, and not turn signaling when I wanted to. Typically, this is a 2+2 coupe, but the owner did decide to take out the useless bench seat in the back and put 2 Kenwood speakers in it. There are 2 speakers up front. As to if they are usable, I'm not sure. There was an AM/FM radio that originally came with it, but the owner also did replace it with the Kenwood tuner. The seats are super plush and super cushy, and you can feel them spring like when you sit down in them. They are just, literally just feel them like kind of bounce when you get into them. There is a button for the antenna extender and retractor, which I think is funny. There's like an off button and then the max length that the antenna can go. And then there is the literal 3-speed of low, S, and D. Like I said, it just takes me back in time to an era that I was never a part of. Luxury of the past meets luxury of the future kind of thing. It's just really cool to see the design cues that Mercedes still holds on to in today's, you know, SLs and AMGs and all that good stuff. All right, well, now that I've done a thorough review of the exterior and the interior, let's take this baby out on the road. Wow, the seatbelt. Okay. Oh, okay. This seatbelt. All right, let's start her up. All right. Oh. More than a woman. More than a woman to me. You know, this is a really big car. It's really long, and it doesn't feel very wide though, but you can definitely feel the length of it when you get into it. It's just a really simple cruiser, and it's definitely getting the eyeballs and the attentions of everybody that I've been passing. Bury the accelerator. Dang. The SL stands for super light, and it just means that it's supposed to be easily driven. And it is. It's definitely a super light car to drive, but it's not super light, being that it's almost 4,000 pounds. So the one standout I think that this car has above all cars around me is the horn. That horn literally sounds like old money. Definitely drawing more attention.
What is that, bitch?
Yeah, around the corner it definitely felt more like a boat. The brakes are a little sketchy, and the acceleration isn't immediate, but I don't think it needs to be really immediate because, again, I think that this is more for cruising and not so much power and sport. It's almost like you can't even really feel the road underneath you. I mean, the newer Mercedes, it definitely feels like they're just gliding along. There's something about this that just screams old money and just class. It's just like romantic, this car. Like a romantic nostalgia kind of piece. Final thoughts. Thanks for coming with me today on this little journey, this little video that I have comprised. Thank you every time that you watch my video. I really appreciate it. Yeah, my final thoughts are going to be a little bit different because this is a classic car, and I mean, not really in the market for a classic car, but I would love one. I think I would really like a 1960s Mustang or something, but this, I mean, this is just art on wheels. It's, you know, I really love how cushy it is. The 3-speed is really interesting to drive. It reminds me of like a lazy kind of fun cruise, you know? It's just, that's what it's meant to be. I also kind of like that it's attention grabbing because I kind of like attention. All right, Sparks, well, thanks for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos whenever I can. See you next time. Bye. Hey, Sparks. Thanks for watching today's video. If you want more Sparkplug TV content, click right here. Right here. You got 2 options. Choose one. Or both.